Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining me in my presentation on cedarwood. Cedarwood is a tree. I will be talking a little about the tree and the cedarwood oil. So cedarwood oil is the oil of community. So it really enhances feelings of community, and I will talk about that a little later. So this cedarwood tree, also known as Juniperus virginiana, comes from the U.S. as well as other parts of the world, but it's all over the U.S. And it grows from an average of 16 to 100 feet tall, so it gets pretty tall, and it grows really old as well. There are some trees that are 900 years old, and so it's an ancient tree. It's very good for grounding and rooting and really supporting health. So cedarwood oil is safe for pregnancy. This is not a medical diagnosis, and I'm not a doctor or a physician. So if you're looking for medical advice, seek them, not me. I am not prescribing medical advice, but what I have read says that it is safe for pregnancy. So of course do your own research or ask your doctor or physician, but that is the way it appears to be. So cedarwood oil, some of the main constituents of this oil are cedrine and cedrol. So cedrine has antimicrobial, antifungal, and has been known to have anti-cancer effects to it. So it is pretty good at cleansing, clearing, and keeping away negative growths. Cedrol, and they have done many tests with cedrol, and they did one with a room full of patients, and they gave them cedrol and let them breathe the cedrol for a while. And they noticed that the effects of the cedrol were an increased barrel reflex, so the heart rate slowed down, and an increased parasympathetic system. So the nervous system was calmer. And they noticed a relaxed heart rate, a relaxed respiratory rate, a relaxed systolic and diastolic, so the blood pressure again was relaxed, as well as the sympathetic system. So just these two constituents alone have a lot of effects, and they've had many studies done on them, and they are good for relaxing and cleaning. So with cedrol, they did a study with mosquitoes. They were looking for something to kill mosquitoes, and they figured out that cedrol actually attracts pregnant female mosquitoes. And so they use that to attract mosquitoes and then kill them or attract them to poisonous areas. So that was an interesting fact. So this oil has properties that are insect repellent and been known to be insect repellent. But again, the cedrol attracts female mosquitoes. So if you notice mosquitoes coming towards you all the time and it bugs you, it could be the oil, although the other constituents of this oil are good at keeping bugs away. So some of the physical properties of cedarwood include antifungal, anti-infectious, and in our urinary and pulmonary system, it has also been known to be antiseptic as well. So it's very beneficial for using during if you need a urinary tract cleanse or if you have any infections or anything. It has been known to be an astringent, so if you have loose skin or anything like that, it can really tighten that up and clean up skin anywhere. It has been known to have diuretic effects to help. That kind of goes along with the antiseptic effects, so it'll help you really empty your bladder as well as cleanse it at the same time. And it has repellent effects, so it is good for keeping away bugs, and just watch out for the pregnant mosquitoes. Uh, it has been known to be a sedative as well as a purifier. So again, with the antifungal, anti-infectious effects, it is great for purifying and cleansing certain areas of our body. And it's a sedative, so it'll really relieve us and help us find peace. So some of the emotional properties of cedarwood include grounding. One of the reasons it's so grounding is because it's a tree. Trees have very grounding effects. And if you think about all their roots, they're also very good for helping or for giving us a vehicle to get into our roots and giving us a vehicle for becoming very grounded. This oil is said to be a good way to establish wisdom. One of the reasons for that is it grounds us, it helps us relax, and it helps us to let go of our anxieties and find peace. And once we find peace, then we can start to find our intuition and trust our intuition. And that's where a lot of wisdom comes from. That's where our feelings come from. And if we're not relaxed, it's hard to find our wisdom and feel trusting and good about those things. So cedarwood is great for grounding. It is great for helping us relax. They have done studies with the relaxing effects of it, and it, just like the cedral, it is very good for helping us relax, find peace. And the cedarwood sets a container of safety, and so it helps you feel connected, helps you feel loved, helps you feel secure. It enhances focus, or it can enhance focus. And I believe one of the reasons that is once we feel peace, we are no longer thinking as much, and we have more mental space to think about the things we want to think about or choose to think about. And so it helps get rid of those nagging thoughts through grounding us and relaxing us. So it is great for focusing and, again, being connected. It's from a tree. Trees have roots, and they're very connected to the earth and everything around them, and they promote feelings of connectedness. They help us feel connected with our family and with our family tree, pretty much. And they help us have a shared life experience. They connect us to the fact that every human being is like a seed on earth, and we all share this life. Sometimes we have a hard life or a rough life, and we get thinking that maybe it's just us. We have the worst life ever. It's not worth it, because if it's just for us, then I'd rather do something else. And so cedarwood helps us feel connected. It helps us feel that maybe we're not the only ones suffering. Maybe other people suffer too. And in knowing that other people share the suffering, it really eases that burden and helps us release a lot of our personal suffering. Cedarwood promotes feelings of support, helps us feel supported. It helps us connect with our communities, and it is the oil of community, and it helps us relax, connect to our communities and our family and our tribe. And in doing so, we feel the support of the people around us. This universe and this world and human beings give us a lot of support, tons of support. But if we're too stressed, too anxious, sometimes we can't broaden our view or our perspective to see the support around us. So really using something to relax, this can help us feel much more supported. Cedarwood promotes feelings of openness and helps us feel outgoing. And again, that's with community, that's with feeling connected. It helps and promotes feelings of joy in relationships. A lot of the time, if we feel like we're the only ones suffering, we kind of put up walls and we're like, yeah, we're suffering in our own world and this sucks. if we realize someone else is suffering, it allows us to go through certain forgiveness processes and let go of those barriers, which allows us to share a connection with other people, realize that they feel the pain as well, and if we realize that other people feel pain, then we really enjoy and appreciate being around them a lot more, because we realize that they went through something hard to be here. So Cedarwood can really help with openness and outgoingness through connecting us to our roots, connecting us to others, to our community, and helping us to let go of our anxieties and find peace. So cedarwood is really nice. It's a very woody, kind of sweet aroma, and it has an interesting smell. I would suggest trying it out, finding it somewhere. A lot of places let you sample it or purchase it yourself. It's well worth it, and the effects are very amazing. These are just some of the effects, some of the uses for it, and there are many more. Like, these are 2 constituents out of like 40 or more, and it has many different effects. So some of the ways you can use cedarwood is by putting it on the bottom of your feet before you are resting or when you would like to relax. Before like a workout or something like that, you can put it on your heart for a longer, more sustained workout. It has all the effects that lower heart rate, respiratory rate, and using it during a workout can prolong your workout. If you have young children who are wild and running around, you can dilute cedarwood and put it on their hearts or on their backs, on the bottom of their feet. Even let them just smell it, and that will help the children relax. It can help you relax if you're feeling anxious. It's a great oil to diffuse. You can blend it with several other oils as well, and it's great for just having around the home to either put on yourself or diffuse in the air. And you can also use it in things like massages or bath bombs. So that is cedarwood oil. If you would like to purchase it, the place that I get my cedarwood oil is through doTERRA, and if you look in the description below, I have my personal website on there, which you can purchase it through for the same price. It's just through doTERRA, but it's funneled through me, and you can look anywhere online. But with the doTERRA oils, they are 100% certified pure therapeutic grade, which means they are pure oil. They have been tested, and you can see the test results online. They're on the bottom of the bottle for the code, and so you know that your oils are very, very pure through doTERRA. So the price through doTERRA is $17.33 for the retail price, and if you would like to get the wholesale price, which is simple through getting a membership, which is a one-time fee of $35 for the first year, and then a reoccurring annual fee of $25, and you get a free peppermint. So the wholesale membership is a great way to go if you intend on ordering more than 2 oils, pretty much. You'll save a lot of money, and the wholesale price on cedarwood is just $13. So it's a very inexpensive oil, and that's for a 15 milliliter bottle. So that is cedarwood. If you are using it on children, be sure to dilute it so it doesn't burn their skin. It's not a very hot oil, but children are much more sensitive than we are. And if you are pregnant, I would recommend diluting it as well, because you want to be very gentle with your body at that point. So thank you for joining my presentation. I hope you enjoy this. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to send me a personal message or enter them in the comment section below. I appreciate you for watching this, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Have a good night.